And I told you force current analogy means we will be doing KCL equation. Force current analogy means this is Kirchhoff current law equation, and 2A also Kirchhoff current law equation. Kirchhoff current law equation. So this is nodal analysis. This is nodal analysis because Kirchhoff current law equations we have. If it is voltage equations, then it is mesh analysis. Because it is current equations, it is nodal analysis. So based on the number of masses, we will have number of nodes. Okay, in nodal analysis, number of masses equal to number of nodes. Number of nodes. Each node will have one voltage, that is equal to number of voltages. Number of voltages. Okay. Now I am going with the first circuit. I of t is the current. In the given diagram, two masses are there, so I will take two nodes over here. Node 1, node 2. Every node will have one voltage, so V1, V2 I am taking. We are using representation E. Symbol E we are using for voltage. E we are using for voltage, so this is E1, E2 are the voltages. E1, E2 are the voltages. Now you can see sum of incoming currents equal to sum of outgoing currents. Okay, sum of incoming currents equal to sum of outgoing currents. So what I have done, right side first term, if you see right side first term, M1 I replaced with C1, but d square x1 by dt square, here I have tried the suffix E1. I missed out that E1. Now I am going with the diagram. Left side it is I of t. If it is incoming current, I will draw at node 1. At node 1. So this is incoming current I of t. Incoming current I of t. Other things, all the other things I have tried, those are outgoing currents. Those are outgoing currents. So C1 dE1 by dt. C1 dE1 by dt. So C1 I will put it one of the parallel path. This is C1, and let E1 is the voltage. E1 is the voltage. And then next term, 1 by L1, 1 by L1, E1 minus E2. E1 minus E2. Okay. So E1 minus E2 means it is present between the voltages. This L1 is present between the voltages. Okay, what I will do, I will draw L1 here. It is present between the voltages. So when I am writing current equation, it will be 1 by L1 integration of E1 minus E2. Then 1 by R12, 1 by R12, that is also present between the E1 and E2. That is also present between E1 and E2. Okay. These are summation. This is one complete term. This is one complete term. So we are adding the currents. We are adding the currents. Okay. This is one current terminology. This complete is one current terminology. This is one current terminology. We are adding the currents. So we have to draw them parallel. We have to draw them parallel. Okay. This is R12, R12, which is also present between E1 and E2. Between E1 and E2. Then the last one, 1 by R1, E1. 1 by R1, E1. Okay. So I can write at E1. It is related only to E1. So I have to write it only for E1. You can draw it after C1 or before C1. It doesn't make a much problem because all these are parallel paths. Okay. For equation 1A, I completed the diagram. Equation 1A, I completed the diagram. In simple, in short, what I have done, wherever E1 is there, I have connected those components only to E1. All these are E1 only. Okay, this point or this point, all these are same nodes only. All these are same nodes. Okay, I am connecting only to E1, whichever components having E1. Okay, the thing is, I of t is incoming current, all others are outgoing current. Here current is outgoing current, current is outgoing current, current is outgoing current, current is outgoing current. Only this one is incoming current. I have given the arrow marks yellow color to denote the current directions, to denote the current directions. So you can see 1A on the left side I of t is there. 1A on the left side I of t is there. And it is incoming current. All other paths, they are outgoing currents. Okay. Now equation 1A I completed. Now I am going to equation 2A. Now I am going to equation 2A. No current source. Now equation 2A is related to second voltage. Second voltage or second node. Second voltage or second node. This is my second node. Here I have to connect all the components, okay, and equation 2a, using equation 2a. I don't have separate current sources, so you need not connect any incoming current. All the other terms are outgoing currents from E2. All the other currents are outgoing currents from E2. So C2, here also I missed the suffix in the first term. X2 means I have to write E2. X2 is there in previous yellow color. So here I have to write same suffix E2. Okay, that I missed out. Now I am going with the circuit diagram. C2 dE2 by dt. So C2 is related only to E2 voltage. So I will be drawing C2 capacitance which is connected only to E2, C2. Next, second term, 1 by L2 integration E2 dt. 1 by L2 integration E2 dt. It is related only to the second voltage. So I will take one inductor which is L2 connected only to E2. Connected only to E2. Okay. Now third term, 1 by R2 E2. 1 by R2 E2. It is also connected only to E2. So I have to take one resistance. I have to take one resistance R2 which is connected only to E2. Okay, all these are parallel paths and all these points are same voltage. Okay, this point or this point or this point, all these are same voltage. So C2, L2, R2, they are connected only to E2. You can see first three terms I completed in equation 2a. First three terms I completed in equation 2a. Now I am having 1 by R2, 1 by R2, E2 minus E1. This is between the voltages. Because I am writing for second node, I am taking E2 first. Because I am writing the equation for second node, KCL equation, I have to give importance to E2 first. So E2 minus E1, this is connecting between the voltages. So already R12 is there. Okay. Next is 1 by L1, 1 by L1. Again it is E2 minus E1. So L1 also connected between the components, between the voltages, okay. You can put a common ground here, or you can connect them like this to make a closed loop if you want. Yes, any doubt? I will just put a ground here. All these are same points. Ground connection. So you can also join them. Okay. And now if you see, I have the voltages, currents. This is the equation. This is the relevant. This is the relevant voltages and currents. In the case of inductor capacitor. In the case of inductor and capacitor, this is the voltages and currents. Now we are writing KCL equation. Everywhere current is there. So current in the inductor is given by 1 by L integration V dt. Current in capacitor is given by C into dV by dt. Current in capacitor is given by C into dV by dt. Current in resistor is given by 1 by R into voltage. Okay. So this is nothing but E by R, because E we are using in the case of representation, we are using E. Okay, E into dt. Here we can write C into dE by dt. Okay. Everywhere we are using E representation for voltage. Okay. Velocity means V. So again same V will be confused. That's why we are using E. Now you can see resistor means it is 1 by R into E. Inductor means it is 1 by L into integration E. Capacitor means C into derivation of E. The same we have followed in the KCL equation. You can see equation 1a, resistor means 1 by R into E. Wherever capacitor is there, capacitor into derivation of E. Wherever inductor is there, okay, integration of E will come. Wherever inductor is there, integration of E will come. Okay, capacitor means derivative and inductor means integration. Resistor means 1 by R into. Same thing in equation 2a also. Wherever resistor is there, it is 1 by R into voltage. Wherever inductor is there, integration will come. Wherever capacitor is there, derivation will come. So all these are currents. And that's why I am telling it is KCL equation. If we are writing KCL equation for any circuit, that is called nodal analysis. If we are writing KVL equation, that is called mesh analysis. Okay. So now we have completed the two diagram. Now we have completed the two diagram, two equations and the related diagram for electrical system. Related diagram for electrical system.